Well, let's get our temperatures rising a little bit. Let's get back to our yoga mats and do our warm-up. Stretch out. Maybe take a full body stretch once you get down on the mat just to get some length and space. And then bringing arms out nice and wide, crossing the ankles and wobbling the legs. And then switch, cross the other ankle over on top. And then release and bend the right knee. And just slowly twisting back and forth, making it loose, or letting it be loose. I don't think you can make it loose. And then switch after you straighten. Let's see what's going on this side. And then come back and straighten. And left leg down, right leg up, hamstring time. Check in, a little pump pump. And then inhale, open, and exhale across. And then switch and straighten. Pump it up. Inhale, open, and exhale across. And then back to center, straighten both legs up and circling. And then reverse that circle. Knees into the chest, spinal rocking. Toes touch down for a little extra support. Or toes in the air to unite the core. And then come to stand. And set your feet in. Plant your roots. Reach energy all the way up through your body. Remember to keep your sternum lifted. Even out your energy so it's a smooth ride. Take into consideration everything that's here for you today, physically, energetically, emotionally, and mentally. Invite everything in. Every breath is a new start. So we'll take this practice one breath at a time with a little sense of briskness and depth so we can raise our temperature. So cultivate Ujjayi right now. Deep breath in and out, bathing the back of the throat. Set a general direction for the energy of your practice, going toward healing or comforting, energizing, strengthening. Pick something and head in that direction. Pick something that you need for this week. Last week of the month, we're heading into the last week of Mercury in retrograde. We all need strength for that. On your next inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. Slowly lengthening and letting go. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plank or chaturanga, finding form. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Find your breath and your body. the mat, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hinging, lengthening all the way up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Full deep breath. Like we're peeling off the layers of this evening. It's behind us. The last 24 hours or the last period of time since we were on our mats. Inhale, top of the mat, and exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, full breath. Inhale, top of the mat, and exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot, warrior one. Reaching and feeling. Exhale, releasing. Flow through. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left foot. Warrior one. Exhale, release. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths. Inhale, top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot, warrior one. Exhale, flow through. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, down dog, deep breathing. Inhale, top of the mat. And exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastiti. One more. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, full deep breath. Body and breath integrating. Inhale, top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, hands to the hips, lengthening up. Exhale, hinging into Padangusthasana. Lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, fold down and breathe. Full deep breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands underneath, Padahastasana. Inhale, lengthen again. Exhale, folding in. Let yourself go to the feel-good stretch and breathe as fully as you can. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release hands. Inhale, hinge and lengthen, just standing. Exhale, stepping back and pivoting. Inhale, preparing for triangle pose. Exhale, moving into triangle. Deep breath. Lengthening both sides of the waist as much as it feels good. Inhale, up, and exhale, pivot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tipping in triangle. Inhale, come up and exhale, pivot, and pivot again on the ball of the left foot, squaring and leveling. Exhale, hinging, and revolving the triangle. Deep breath. Inhale, come up, and exhale, pivot. Inhale, leveling and squaring. Exhale, hinging and revolving. Find your triangle. Hands can be in the hip or in the sky. Inhale, step to the top of the mat. Exhale, stepping back deeply, pivoting, and coming into extended side angle, dropping into the right sit bones, opening the chest, stretching the left side body. Full big breath. Inhale, up, exhale, pivot, second side, dropping in, opening up and stretching into that big feel-good stretch. Inhale, come on up, exhale, pivot, pivot, squaring and leveling in a lunge, and then exhale, twisting. Lengthen from the strength of your back leg, open your heart. Inhale, up, exhale, reverse it. Find the lunge on the left side, twist it by lengthening off the right leg and opening up the heart. Inhale, step up to the top of the mat. Exhale, step out wide, Prasarita. Inhale, reaching up, big feel-good stretch. Exhale, hinging, dropping head and hands. Nice full breath. Thighs back, ribs in, tipping into gravity. Hands to the hips as you inhale, lengthening up. Exhaling back into back bend. Inhale, tall. Exhale, hinge forward. And down, deep breath. Elbows wide. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, back bend. Inhale, tall, exhale, hands behind. Buddy, what are you doing? Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold and let go. Deep breath. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, tall, hands to the hips. Exhale, hinge forward, slide hands down. Find your big toes, broaden your elbows. Coach the deepest feel-good stretch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, reverse swan dive, all the way up, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Pivot and step up to the top of your mat, hands behind for reverse namaste. Stepping the right foot back, pivot, pivot, level square, and lift. Exhale, hinging forward, Parshvottanasana. Let your head be heavy. Let the weight of your head traction your upper spine. Nice full breath. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, pivot, level and square. Come here, bud. Exhale, fold. And drop. Deep breath. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, stepping up to the top of the mat. Release your arms. And then find a place to stand that's nice and solid for our standing balances. Either on your mat, if you're on the carpet, or on the floor if it's nice and solid. Root into the feet, bringing the right knee up. Hand to the thigh or the big toe. Maintain good posture, neutral pelvis as the foot comes forward. Deep breath. As you exhale, open to the right. And then forward, hands to the hips, point the toes, keep the pelvis level and square. Exhale, foot down, equal standing. And then rooting into the right foot. Let's try it on the other side. Left knee up, hold the thigh or the big toe, extending forward out of the neutral, strong blueprint of the spine. Deep breath. Exhale, open to the left. And bring it forward, level square, point the toes. And exhale, foot down. A moment of equanimity. Coming into the half lotus or tree pose, depending on how your hips feel. First, bring the heel up and see how the hip's behaving, and then maybe slide it over and drop the right knee like a little drawbridge. And then foot and leg holding each other, hands to the heart, or you can hold the foot. If you're going for the bind, you can take your arm around, or you can hold your foot. Exhale, hinging forward. Dropping your free hand down, drop the weight of your head, deep breath. Inhale, hinging up. And exhale, release. Samastitihi, feel that. Get back to equanimity, and then easing into the second side, finding tree or the half lotus. See what's willing to happen. Don't force circumstances. Deep breath in. Exhale, hinge, maybe. Let your head be heavy if you are hinging. Deep breathing. Inhale, lengthen to hinge forward and up. And exhale, release. Samastiti. Come back to the top of your mat. Root your feet in. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Big full body stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plank or chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. One breath. Inhale, top of the mat, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, 5 deep breaths. Deep breath in. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, chaturanga or plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot, warrior one. 5 breaths. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, pivot, pivot. Second side. Deep breath in, exhale, opening warrior two. Inhale, lengthen up, exhale, pivot, warrior two. Deep breath in, exhale, hands to the mat, vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take 5 breaths. Neutral spine. Inhale, forward to seated. Hips back, heels forward. Moving flesh back. Rooting your sit bones, Dandasana. Hands down, lifting up, bringing the ribs in, the thighs down, and 5 deep breaths. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, Paschimottanasana A. Peace fingers around the big toes, lengthen. Exhale, hinge in, find the right stretch. Deep breath. Leg. Inhale, up. Exhale, second hand position. Thumb to the big toes, fingers to the blades, lengthen. Open up the soles of your feet, ease in, find the angle of the best stretch. Deep breath. Circulating positive, good energy. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hands as pontoons or a bind around the soles of the feet. No strain, but lifting and easing into the right angle and nice deep breathing. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands behind, either palms down, fingers in, or hands as fists. Wrap the shoulders back, point the toes, lifting into Purvottanasana. If that feels risky to the back, you can bring your knees up, your feet in, and be a table. So make good choices. Deep breath. Deep breath in, exhale, come down. Inhale, knees into the chest. Exhale, rolling through the vinyasa or staying in that core thing. Let's take 5 deep breaths while I let this little rugrat out. And then come to seated. Ardha Baddha Padma, Paschimottanasana. Right heel comes in to the inner thigh or the hip crease, depending on how your hip is behaving. A little hug, internal rotation, wrapping around to see if binding is possible. Hand to the left leg, lengthening up, squaring. Exhale, hinging in. Binding is possible with the shirt or the foot. Or even the hand, just laying on the back of the SI joint or the sacrum, just to open up the right shoulder. On your inhale, come on up, and exhale, gently release. Move the flesh back, and then bring the second foot in, hip crease or inner thigh. Wrapping the left arm around with internal rotation. Right hand reaching for the right foot, square and level and lift. Exhale, hinging in, find the delightful stretch, deep breath. And the delightful stretch is not too much and not too little. Inhale, come on up, exhale, release. Inhale, knees to the chest for core work or going through your vinyasa. Take your pick. Inhale, lift. And exhale, back. Stretch back to down dog. Inhale, place your right shin on the mat. Send your left foot through and then settle your pelvis for Trianga Mukha Pada Paschimottanasana. Once you've leveled and peacified your pelvis, extend forward, hands as pontoons or holding the foot. Lengthen, ease into the angle of your stretch and breathe. Try to lift your heart. Try not to round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale into the second side. Again, settle the pelvis. Make sure the knee is not aggravated by this. And then place your hands where they serve you to lift and lengthen and to adjust into the definitely appropriate angle for your body here. Deep breath. Inhale, lengthen up, and then exhale, bringing it into the core pose or flowing through a vinyasa. Inhale, up dog, stretch the front body. Exhale, down dog, neutral. Inhale to seated, hips back, heels forward, flush back. Right heel in, Janu Shirshasana A. Reaching a hug in toward the midline of the body, hands toward the left foot, lengthen. Exhale, hinge in, deep breath. Lengthening right out of the top of the head. Get space in your spine. We need to start the week off right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release your right leg. Inhale, left foot in. Arrange the flesh so you're on the front of your sit bones. Hug the knees. Reach for the right foot. Lift and angle yourself in. Deep breath, lengthening all the way. Inhale, lift, and exhale, core or vinyasa. Inhale, lovely front body stretch, counterbalancing those folds. Exhale, lengthen back to down dog. Now inhale, take the right shin, place it diagonally, the left leg out, and we'll come into the Mula Bandha. Sit on your heel. Rotate toward the left leg, hands in any place that helps promote you as you pay attention to Mula Bandha, hinging in, lengthening, and feeling. Nice deep breath. Defy the heel. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release that, and then folding the left leg in. Sit on the heel, widening the legs, moving toward your right leg. Hands where they promote steadiness. Exhale, hinge, and breathe. practice yoga, we were looking for strength and clarity and stability on the mat, so we can take it off the mat. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, core or vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhaling, down dog, neutral. Inhale, seated. And hips back, legs forward, flesh back. The turnout pose. So hands back, bring the leg in, point the foot, put the ball of the foot down, and as you come up to sit on the front of your sit bones, pay attention to the hip and knee. You may walk your foot forward or you may walk it in. Hug the arch of the foot into the inner thigh, and then as you prepare to come forward, either taking your hands and lifting up, and maybe it's just a very slight angle, or hands forward, lifting up and making it a deeper angle. It has to feel good. Deep breath. Inhale up, exhale, gently release. And then lean back, bring the second foot in, and then find the placement here. Sometimes my toes tuck under, so you have to kind of fan them out so you're not putting some weird pressure into the toes. Find your seat, find where your hands support you, and exhale, fold in gently, lengthening and breathing. Easing in, not barging in. Deep breath, feel where it's the most impactful and breathe there. Breathe compassion. Breathe with focus and clarity. Inhale, lift, and exhale, core or vinyasa. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. Inhale, seated. Hips back, heels forward, flesh back, Marichiyasana A. Right foot slides in. Exhale, pitching forward, wrapping arms around a garland or a bind. Deep breathing. Inhale, come up, and exhale, release. Flesh back. Second side in. Pitch forward, arms internally rotated for the garland or the bind, and drop down and breathe. Feel it. Inhale, come up, releasing, and exhale into core or vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to seated. Marichiyasana B. Flesh back. From left heel into the right hip crease or in front of the right sit bones. Right knee comes up, left thigh goes down. Help that, get there. Pitching forward, wrapping arms around for a garland or a bind. Deep breath. Inhale, come up, and exhale, release. Get to the front of the sit bones, and up, right foot into the left hip crease or in front of the sit bones. Lift the left knee, place deliberately the right thigh down so you can pitch forward comfortably. Internally rotate, wrap the arms around, garland or bind. Deep breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release, core or vinyasa. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to seated, Marichiyasana C. Hips back, heels forward, flesh back. Right knee comes up, left arm wraps around or goes to the outer side of the right thigh. Lengthen up, exhale, turn to your right, deep breath. Find length and space in the spine and level and open in the shoulders. Deep breath in. And then exhale, unravel that. And move the flesh back so you get a good start. And left heel comes in. Wrap the right arm around or use it as leverage. Lengthen up from the ground to the sky and then exhale, turn to the left. Breathe where it's tight. Deep breath in. Exhale, release to core or vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog, deep breath. Inhale to seated, Marichyasana D. Hips back, heels forward, flesh back. The big kahuna. So bringing the right knee up, I'm bringing my left heel into the sit bone, but you can bring it into the hip crease before you bring the right knee up. Left arm wraps around, right arm stabilizes the spine, lengthen up. Exhale, open up into the twist. Deep breath. Now if you're feeling more flexible in the spine and the left arm comes to the outside of the right leg, you can internally rotate, bend the elbow, and wrap the arms around. I cannot do that today, so I'm taking where I can be and breathing into that. Deep breath in, exhale, release, and then configure on the second side. So either right heel into the hip crease or the sit bone, wrapping around, supporting the spine, lengthening up, and then exhaling into this delightful twist. Deep breath. It's the everything bagel twist. Deep breath in. And exhale, release to core or vinyasa. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Inhale to seated for the boats. 5 boats with 5 breaths each. Move the flesh back, find where you can be. Remember to keep your arms rooted into your back as you lift your shins and reach your arms out. 5 breaths. Knees in, hands down, lift, and boat 2. Knees in, hands down, lift, boat 3. Knees in, hands down, lift, boat 4. Knees in, hands down, lift, boat 5, last one. Knees in, core or vinyasa. And then everybody take it to up dog for 5 deep breaths. Allow your pelvis to be heavy and your heart to be light. Tucking toes, navel back, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here, and then yogi's choice, playing with Bhujapidasana or crow pose or a squat, whatever feels good to you today. We'll do 2 rounds of whatever we choose. So go in with clarity and focus. Deep breathing. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, vinyasa your way into the second. Either crow, Bhujapi, or squat. Move into what makes sense for you. My shoulder is healing and it's feeling really good, so I'm going to give it a couple more weeks of feeling good before I stress it again. And then take a vinyasa. And we'll meet back at downward facing dog. And then come to seated. And I'll come forward. Coming into Karmasana, knees up. Hands coming underneath the legs. Lifting the feet and sliding out and letting gravity stretch us like turtles and shells. Inhale, come on up and come out slowly the way we went in. And let's bring the feet into Baddha Konasana. Walk your sit bones forward so you can clear the flesh and then lengthen up. Nice tall spines. Exhale, chin to chest, lean forward just into a good inner thigh stretch. Deep breath. Keep lengthening the spine up. Inhale, come up, and let's take that into Upavishta. So I'm going to go to the end of a mat here. And flesh back, just easing the legs open. Peace fingers to the big toes if that's accessible. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, hinge forward. Lengthen your sternum. Root down your thighs. Deep breath. You can bring your ribs in toward your spine. See if you can find a little more space in the low back area. Inhale, come on up and slide your heels in, and let's find our balance in the air here, out on the sit bones, one leg at a time or both legs at the same time, whatever feels good to your balance. Lift your sternum and your gaze. Deep breathing. And chin to chest, exhale, roll back, toes to the floor behind you. Deep breathing. Chin up. On your inhale, roll up to balance. Press toes into fingers, lift, lengthen space into your spine. Yes, yes, yes. And then flexing your legs, you can either fold your knees in and come to seated or land on your calves. Inhale, come on up, bring your knees in, and lengthen all the way down onto your spine. Take a moment to reach out through the heels and lengthen up through the crown. Tuck the shoulders down. Hands to the tops of the thighs. Right knee comes in, peace fingers around the big toe. Extend up, chin to chest. Press your chin into the chest. Feel that nice stretch in the back of the neck. Full big breath. Head lengthens down and right leg opens to the right. Stay vigilant and engaged on the left side so you maintain equanimity. Deep breathing. Bring the leg back into vertical. Hands to the foot or the leg, anywhere, chin to chest. Deep breath. Head down, leg down, hands to the top of the thighs, fix the shoulders down the back, reach the heels far and away. Left knee comes in, peace fingers to the big toe, extending up, chin to chest. Full body engagement. Head down, leg out, find your balance, activate the right side fully. Broaden your awareness to take in the whole body, not just the stretch in the left leg. Left leg comes up, hands to the foot or the leg, deep breathing. Right leg stays engaged and long. Bring the right leg up. Peace fingers around the big toes. Toes come overhead. Nice deep breath, dropping some weight into the hips. It's a very big low back stretch. Inhale, rock and roll up. Peace fingers into the toes. Lift your heart, long spine. Balance and breathe. Hands come to the back of the legs, chin to chest. Fold in a little more. If you can, keep lengthening the spine, that will help. And then bending the knees, putting the feet down and bringing the body back to the mat. This is our back bending of bridge or wheel. Tuck the shoulders down, lift the nose and chin directly toward the ceiling, and then pressing up. If you're going into the wheel, hands come up, flex wrists, bend elbows, place the hands, and then lift into your glorious wheel. Nice deep breath. Bridges can be glorious as well. Exhale, come down, brief rest. And then come into your second round of bridge or wheel. Inhale, lengthening up. Deliberate roots and deep breath. Exhale, come down for a brief rest. And then third and final round, lengthening up from the roots to the sky, bridge or wheel. Exhale, come on down and bring knees into your chest. Rock and roll up, feet come forward. Let's go to Paschimottanasana for 10 breaths. Any hand position will do, as long as we can lengthen and put some space back into the low spine. Deep breath. Try not to round, try to lengthen. Deep breath in and then exhale, releasing. Come on to your back again. This time we will do shoulder stand series. So coming onto the back, create the base. If you just want to lift your legs to the ceiling or maybe put a block under your sacrum and lift your legs, that's fine, especially if your neck doesn't want you to be putting any pressure on it today. If you're going into shoulder stand, lift the hips, bring the hands to the back body, and continue to walk your shoulders away from your ears. Lift your chin and nose toward the ceiling and lengthen out of gravity. Deep breath. There's some pressure in the back of the skull, and that keeps the neck safe. Exhale, taking feet overhead into Halasana. Hands come into a bind, back into the ground, squeezing the shoulders toward each other. Hold your hips up. Deep breath, nose and chin directly up, even though they're blocked by the thighs. Knees to the forehead, palms to the floor. Split the knees to the ears for Karnapadasana, the snail. Shins are heavy, toes are pointed. Hands back to the back body, feet back to the ceiling in shoulder stand. You can stay here or fold this into the upside down lotus, Urdhva Padmasana. Hands to the knees, knees to the hands, deep breathing. Folding the knees to the
chest. Hands come around for a hug. Hands come back to the low back, lifting the feet up into shoulder stand. Now, using your hands on the sides of your hips, bring the knees into your forehead and slowly lower down. You can bring your hands to the floor as well, but try to bring the spine down one vertebra at a time, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Not easy, but it definitely works through any fixation in the thoracic spine. I just got a little adjustment there. Putting feet down, put your hands under your hips, palms down, lengthen your legs out for Matsyasana. Lift your chest, walk your elbows in, and gently drop your head back. Full deep breath. Lift your feet, release your arms, bring your palms together, Uddiyana Padasana. Excuse me, keep lifting the chest. Hands come down, legs come down, back comes down, and just make your way to seated. So we have time for one lotus today. So the lotus I pick is with chin mudra, seated with all three bandhas, where we concentrate on the circulation of the positive and release what's already been processed, what no longer serves us. 5 deep breaths in and out, perfect attendance to this breath. Deep breath in, releasing the bandhas. Release your body down to the mat or Shavasana, making sure that the spine is symmetrical, like when we first got on the mat to do our warm-ups. Find Tadasana, and then relax all management of the body. Tuck the shoulder blades if your shoulders want to bend up toward the sky. And then let go and feel the floodgates of energy releasing what you've just cultivated into every single cell in your body. Feel the vibrancy of energy dancing around what's here, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Broaden your awareness to include the environment of the room you're in, the temperature of the air on your skin, the sounds in your room, any scents available to you. This is the present moment. This is your practice, arriving in this moment. Soak it up. Begin to deepen your breath. Begin to lengthen your spine. Begin to lengthen your body from the top of your head all the way down through the heels of your feet. And if that initiates the stretch of the full body, maybe even a yawn, go for it. That's a reset of the mind and the body. Roll to one side, come on up and have a seat and feel your practice. Bringing palms together, hands to the heart. And remembering the direction that we sent our practice in this morning. Reminding ourselves that that's where we want this good, useful energy to go. And dedicating anything else that we can to those that we care about, those that challenge us, and all beings, including ourselves. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be parted from freedom's true joy. And may all beings dwell in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Thanks for being here today. Namaste.